"I can do it," he said to himself as he stared in the mirror at his bloodshot eyes and stooped posture. "Pull yourself together and just see it through." He turned on the cold water in the shower and got in. Afterward, he sat down and had breakfast. The morning paper was still wildly speculating about Miss Turnheim's death. He was glad the press didn't know that the notorious old Fritz was leading the investigation. Otherwise, his phone would be ringing nonstop. He could never get used to the public side of his job, and he despised tabloid journalists. It was nearly 8:30. Lauer should be at the office. Fritz gave him a call on his cell phone to avoid speaking with Mrs. Meyer. "Yes, Fritz, what's up?" Lauer asked. "Morning, Stefan. I want to give you an update on the Turnheim case." He gave him a quick rundown of the facts. "You're assuming it's a murder?" "I never rule anything out until the case is solved." "Oh, come on, Fritz. You wouldn't be spending all this time on it if you thought she died of natural causes, and I already have an idea who you've set your sights on now." "Oh, really? Who's that?" "Let me guess. You strongly suspect the brother, am I right?" "Maybe. But you have to admit he comes across as a very strange character." "After what you've told me, I agree." "All right, pay a little closer attention to him, but be considerate and sensitive. After all, he's an influential figure and could get us in a lot of trouble." Fritz didn't give a damn whether a suspect was an influential person or not. Lauer asked, "How's your new partner?" "Excellent, I have to say. He's a quick learner and goes the extra mile." "You see, and you wanted to get rid of him. Can you two manage by yourselves?" Fritz knew it was a rhetorical question, so he called Lauer's bluff. "How much backup can you give me?" "Let's see. Werner's on sick leave. Willi's working with Johanna and Robert on the 2 construction murders. I had to assign Laura to Bastian and Frank, who are both up to their necks in shit with their hanged junkie case. Manfred's on vacation starting today. Bertie is... All right, I get it. Just wanted to tease the offer." "If you need support, you'll get it. You know that," Lauer said. "Good to hear. There's one thing I could actually use some help on." "What's that?" "Can you have someone do a background check for me? It's a man Miss Turnheim was recently in touch with, a Mark von Wittenberg. I'd like to know more about him and his contact info. I have to go to the doctor right now and then do a little more investigating." "All right, I'll put one of the new guys on it. Oh, and Fritz." "Yes?" "I've been watching you lately, and I'd have to be blind not to realize something's not right. If you need a break, I'm fine. At least fine enough to solve this case. Then we can talk." "Okay." Lauer sounded relieved. "Keep me posted. Only if you keep the press off my back." Fritz left the doctor's office around 10, convinced the doctor couldn't really help him. He had faithfully gone to him for decades, but that was mainly due to laziness and familiarity. Fritz had lain awake the night before, his thoughts consumed by Christian Turnheim. Now he decided to pay the managing director of Lugusa another visit, this time unannounced. And this time, he also wanted to take Miss Wagner to task. He was annoyed that these two were hiding behind a wall of silence. He would find a way to make them cooperate. As he entered Lugusa's lobby, he paused at the reception desk, which was manned by the same young woman as before. She had just received a call. She apparently recognized the detective because she nodded and gestured for him to wait. "I know the way," Fritz said and walked to the elevator. As the doors opened, the young woman came rushing up to him. "Excuse me, but you can't just go up like that. I have to sign you in and—" The doors closed, cutting her off. As the elevator started to move, he looked through the glass walls as the woman rushed back to the reception desk and frantically picked up the phone.